hemisphere in South America, and we see a lot of developments taking place there.
Thank you, Senator. I think Latin America has been a mixed picture in the past couple of years. There have been a lot of elections. I think in a number of places, democratic regimes have been elected. I think that in Mexico, in Peru, there were recently elections, Ecuador, Nicaragua, and so forth. I think that one of the trends that we need to be concerned about is a kind of a frustration amongst some of the populations of Latin America with that democracy is not necessarily delivering the kinds of results that people had hoped for, and that has in turn given rise to a certain amount of populism. I guess that is most clearly symbolized by Mr. Hugo Chavez, the president of Venezuela, and I do not think he has been a constructive force in the hemisphere. So I think countries like Bolivia, among others, have been under the influence of Mr. Chavez, who's been trying to export his kind of radical populism, and I think that his behavior is threatening to democracies in the region. But by and large, I think that democracy is doing quite well in the hemisphere. And I guess the last point I would make is that the situation in Colombia is a critical one to our interests, and I think it's very, very important that we continue to support the government of Colombia in its efforts to bring that country under control and to finally put an end to the guerrilla activity that's taking place in that country.
Thank you.
Globalization is bringing many